New little project I'm doing here. It's time for an upgrade after several years. Been running Intel 2600K. You know, anytime it could be overclocked up to 4 gigahertz or whatnot. This is a newer setup. This board's pretty popular out there in the community. It's a ASRock X370 Tai Chi. I know the 470s are coming, but whatever. With the Intel Meltdown Spectrum and all that stuff, I figured I'd go ahead and upgrade. And let's see what we got here. We got a AMD Ryzen 1700. It's going to be going in there. And we got some Trident RGB DDR4 3200, I think. Yeah, here we go. Think. So it should be a pretty good performance upgrade, even with all the patches that it's coming out for Spectrum and Meltdown. It's still going to be an improvement. So since I'm not going to see the performance without those patches, it's still going to seem like a benefit. At least that's my logic. So this board's actually pretty nice. I like the layout on it. It's pretty decent looking. Supposedly there's some RGB shit. I don't know where all the RGB craze come from. I mean, I guess if you just want a glowing, pulsing, fucking distracting light show on your desk or whatnot, that's the trend these fucking kids are into nowadays. So whatevs. Anyway, I got this board out. I'm prepping it. Going to be anybody that knows my systems knows I do liquid cooling. So we got a Gray Storm Pro RGB version here. I'm going to go ahead and I've already opened it once, but let's go ahead and open it again here. Kind of like an unboxing per se. It did come with some of this stuff. XSPC K3. I don't know if it's any good or not. I mean, could be. You know, back in my day when I was still using Arctic Silver or Ceramic or whatever the fucking popular shit was. That's how long it's been since I've had to do an upgrade. So, anyway, a connector for the RGB stuff. A couple LEDs. These are kind of square. Let's see if I can get them to focus a little bit. It's kind of nice. You know, supposedly fit in there. I've got a Raystorm block for my Intel, and it takes 4 LEDs. I've had to replace them twice over the years. Supposedly a little bit better of a mounting kit. And I looked all over YouTube. I didn't really see one of these blocks. At least not one being installed or set up or talked about, but it is the Raystorm Pro for the AM4 and AM3 and all that other stuff. And it is pretty fucking heavy, I ain't gonna lie. Pretty nice piece of copper. Feels heavier than the one that I had for my Intel. So what I'm going to be doing today is just simply prepping the board for install, which is getting the back plates and stuff installed, which I guess it uses the original AMD backplate. Let's see if I can. Oh, that's nice. Look at that. They went ahead and clipped them in there. So that's fantastic. Hold it up. Okay. So yeah, there's a little. Flip this over so it's more light. You can see the black back plate still on there, so I'm going to be utilizing that with the new water kit. And supposedly I've got to just unscrew these on both sides, take them out, and then I screw the setup into it. So we'll see what happens. Not very good with video editing because I don't really do YouTube videos, but I figure why the fuck not? So I'll try and merge another one after I get this done because I can't hold the phone and keep recording and doing all that stuff. Let's take a look at the back here. I mean, if you really want to go over the specs of the board, there's plenty of videos out there. That's not what this is for. This is just my own amusement. But we do have some USB stuff. 3s. It looks like a C on there. My case does not have USB-C. I'm using an old school Sigma. I forgot what the brand is, but it was huge. I mean, it's like fucking Corsair 900 style. Oh, that's nice. We'll just go ahead and get rid of that now. 900 style fucking size case. I mean, oh, the Elysium. That's it. A Sigmatech Elysium. I'm going to clean the shit out of it and reuse it because it's just one of the fucking best cases I've ever owned. So, another video coming soon, or I'll merge this all into that one after I get the board set up. Or the kit block installed. That's it. Yeah. Okay, so I'm back, and here's with the clips removed, just like it says in the instructions. I'll show you that in just a moment. But these are the clips that were on mine. There's nothing there, just You know, they were sitting there. You screw them, unscrew them, whatnot. I think they were facing this way with the orientation. So you just unscrew them, take them off. Here's the instructions for the Raystorm block. You know, it didn't really tell you that the box contains any of the washers or anything like that. It's just an AMD screw kit. It'd be nice if they told you, because in the picture it looks like you have so many, but in reality I got a whole bunch more. So basically it says remove plastic clips, check. Make sure the back plate's there. Well, mine's still kind of packaged together, so good on that. And then we're going to place a nylon washer and screw the post over it, and then it should look like that when we're done. So pretty easy peasy. I've already placed 2 of them, just so you can kind of see what it looks like there. And then we'll just grab another one, place it on there like so. And see, apparently they gave me some extras, or I'm going to need to double up. So, but everything looks good. Then you got your post, short end. Just simply put it in there. Screw it in. Doesn't say they have to be monkey tight or anything, so I'm just going to assume thumb tight, which is pretty good because, you know, there's no spots for wrenches or anything. And really, they're just guides. It looks like all the tension's going to take above the little bottom nut there, which is where you put the springs and other shit. This one's already missing the top piece. I've taken that off just to look. Alright, so most of these are pretty good. Alright, and there you go. So that is the mounting system. Of course, you'll take the top ones like these off, so that way you can load up everything. And if you flip it over, it has more instructions. Obviously, it tells you peel the plastic off. That's great. Apply a thin layer. You know, place block. This one's the one to kind of look at. Place plastic washer and metal washer over each of the 4 posts. If using AM4, which I am, use 2 plastic washers and 1 metal one. And then it says up there, place the spring and then the blocks on the top. So I'm not going to mount the block because I don't have the CPU in there, but in this particular case, if I wanted to do one, I would put, we're just going to pretend the block's there. I'd put 1, 2, and a middle, and then the springs, it doesn't matter which way. And then that would be basically on the block, and then I would just cap it back off with whatever I did with my top piece, which I'll need to find somewhere. Yeah, whatever. But I'm gonna go ahead and put the CPU in there, and I don't think I'm gonna thermal paste it and mount it just yet, but I don't know, I may. So that's just kind of a look on how that goes. I like it a lot better than the other system for the original Raystorm. That thing was a pain in the dick, especially trying to get even pressure. I still wish they'd come up with a better mounting system than these springs and screws. Maybe something that you put on that clamps down and provides equal pressure on all 4 sides. That way there's no guesswork. So anyway, till the next video. Alright, so I kind of wish I would unbox this live. I got a nice little AMD Ryzen fucking badge sticker. The processor, yeah, AMD, first AMD I've bought since the K6, K5 era. A little disappointed. I thought for sure these things came with fucking cooling fans. I mean, why the fuck is the box so large and filled up with all that bullshit, and all you really get is this? So it's a good thing I got a water block, because I'd have been fucking SOL. Way to go, AMD. At least Intel will give you, and I'm just throwing it all over the place. At least Intel will give you a cooling fan. And for the price of this, you would have thought it would have came with one. So I'm just trying to open this up. There we go. Alright, so plastic, all that good stuff. So there it is, AMD Ryzen 1700X. I'm probably going to do a little bit of mild overclocking on it, I ain't gonna lie. You know, it's in my blood. Back in the day of the cellular on 300As, where it all started. Yeah, I know I'm dating myself, but any true overclocker knows overclocking nowadays, in my opinion, is probably a lot easier than it was back in our day. I mean, when's the last time somebody had to do a bezel mod, change the V-core, or when's the last time you've seen someone solder on some fucking potentiometers to get a rock solid V-core to fix the V-droop, or any of the original old school methods that people use to juice up their systems. The 300A was probably one of the best, and I'm talking about a Celeron 300A actually, because all you had to do is jump it from, I think, a 66 megahertz bus to 100 megahertz bus, and you had a 450 megahertz CPU. So it should be pretty straightforward as far as the alignment. There is a little indicator here, and let's see, that looks like it's gonna go over here. So set the chip down, open it up, and let's see. I want to say it goes like this, but that doesn't look right to me. It doesn't look like it lines up. See, so this is for CPUs for dummies. Trial and error. Because there should be a mark somewhere, but it's not. Let's rotate it. And I mean, if you really want to, you can look. And I'm just being very gentle because I don't want to bend the pins. But if you actually take it over, you can see there's pins that are angled. So still got nothing. One more turn and that should be it. I think we hit all four. And no, it was a lie. There you go. So you can see there's a little mark right here. Alright, so that's the angle mark. For those that really didn't know, thought I was just being an idiot. In addition to that, if I can get it back out, if you take a look at the chip, you can see on the corners how there's 3 pins cut at an angle. And you can take a look at the pins, there's 3 pins cut at an angle, and then the 4th one, the one right here, where my pinky is where the mark is. Let's get some focus in here. So you can see how it lines up. So no, I wasn't really being a fucking retard. I was just doing that for anybody that's never actually seated a CPU before, has never done it, needs to know how. So once you have it in there, it should just sit in there. Apply a little bit of pressure, lock it in, and boom, there you go. You just seated a AMD AM4 socket CPU. This one in this case, again, 1700X. So thought about lapping it. I seen a video where somebody lapped it. I don't know if I'm gonna need it. I may do a razor blade test on it later. I have lapped every CPU because I was in pursuit of performance, which is a shout out to overclock.net, by the way. All right, so basically after this point, it's just put some paste on it. From what I understand, there was a gentleman who delidded this, and based upon here, the cores actually run up and down this way. So there's one core here, one core here. There's probably a little line method coming right down the middle. Give you a good even spread. So as far as the block, here's the block. Again, it's pretty. And I'm just gonna set this down for a moment. Let's kind of look at that while I talk. So I'm gonna open it up. And I like XSPC Ray Storms. They've always been good. The other brand I thought about was Heat Killer, but really it comes down to pricing and just how far you want to go. Most of the blocks nowadays, you're looking at 1 to 3 C difference, which if you're performance oriented and you're looking to break records, it's fine and dandy. So here's the stock block removed from the okay, so here's the stock block removed from the shell. Kind of got some neat little stuff there, and it is pretty heavy. That's with the plastic on it. I haven't taken the plastic off. And then you got this, which is actually metalish. So I think that's actually aluminum. So kind of cool. Anyway, so the way this would work is this just kind of sits on there like so. Let me unscrew these. And by the way, I did find my other one. It was actually underneath the motherboard like I thought it was. And this one's kind of tight. Set this down. So every time I set the camera down, it would stop recording. So anyway, I did get that off. And here's the block. Again, here's this is. And for those that didn't know, little LED things do come out. So when you put them back in, you just kind of look at it. You'll see on the side, that's where the LED is going. There's a little notch here to catch it. That might be hard to see on there. Let's try. There we go. Not the greatest, you know, video quality, but I'm not a pro. I don't get paid for my videos, so fucking deal with it. Anyway, you just slide this back in here like so. Slides right on. And then you can see the block is oriented with a mark, and this one too. So we're just gonna flip this one around, set it back on, and there you go. Now, the way this would work is you just kind of line up the whole gimmicks, right? Just slide it right on there like so. And then this is where you go ahead and you put the 2 washers, and then the middle washer, and then the spring. And then your board will sit pretty much in this orientation. So then you have your hose come in here, and then come out here, and then you have it run the rest of your loop. So I'm not all with this plastic looping shit. I'm gonna reuse all my original cooling. So I've still got some of the old tubing. So I'm not as cool as these hip kids with their nice looks, but I don't care. It's sitting on a desk where you can't even fucking see all this neat RGB stuff, which apparently this thing will glow. The Trident RAM will glow, and that will glow, but I'm not gonna see any of that. So anyway, that's pretty much the XSPC Raystorm block on an AM4. Again, I haven't really seen anything like that. Here, let's jack the video up by looking at an angle. I have seen the Threadripper blocks on there. You know, well, whatever. I haven't seen this one, so that's all there is to it. Of course, once I get it all set up and actually put some paste on it and get it used, I will probably show what it looks like all lit up and running. So I am kind of excited to step into a semi-modern system. I don't really do any gaming. That's what I got an Xbox One X for. Yeah, leave your comments down below. Tell me how much it sucks, whatever. 4K, 60 frames on some games, 4K, 30 frames on others. However, this one I do maybe put a 1080 Ti in and play some Destiny. Maybe not. We'll see. And what the fuck? I went ahead and mounted it and threw the RAM on there. So I'm not sure if DDR4 works the same way, where you have channels 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, but just gonna throw that in there for now. Just keep them safe. There's the block. I know the lighting kind of sucks. So not much room between the RAM and the power here. I mean, like, what the fuck, dude? What were you thinking? Why not give us a little bit of room? But okay, I guess everything's gotta fucking be jammed in there. Same thing, so like one of the LEDs is gonna plug in right here. There's not gonna be much room for a fucking turn. And apparently this plugs into your SATA, so it doesn't actually connect to any RGB features on your board. So it'll actually plug into a SATA plug, and then you have a little controller gimmick, which that'll be demonstrated later. So that's pretty much it. Got a little more room here. Let me see if I can get a good view in there. So I did remove the plastic. I didn't lap it. I'm gonna see what the temps are with just throwing this on here with a squirt of that fucking shit. If the temps are good, I'll leave it, because like I said, I'm not trying to set benchmarks anymore. I'm over that stuff. I just need good performance and reliability. So if I can get a mild overclock, if I can get near 3.8, 4, whatever, 4.05, whatever these things go for, as a 24/7 champ all day long, I'll take it. So until next time, that's it for now.